So in a summary of today's event, I would like to talk about change and what makes a significant change, especially talking about socially responsible strategy that we were bringing up and analyzing in several of conversations today. Change has always been the most constant thing to happen, yet the pace of the change and the likely disruption have never been as large as we are witnessing in today's world. Being change in a geopolitical situation, climate, economy, society, or education, as we just witnessed, today's globalized world, the quantum and the swiftness of the change has been shocking. Hence, today I would like to talk about significant change. Also, most importantly, the importance of formulating socially responsible strategy for ensuring successful execution of the change as big as that. Talking about the change, we must first understand what does make a significant change. A change that spreads across multiple countries, multiple in-country sectors, the change that requires transformation in current governing model or operating model within organization. Change that is driven towards that vision of the future, vision that requires social acceptance and public support. Such change requires significant shift in culture and social perception to achieve its success. A successful change management capability of any organization or a nation requires three basic qualities: agility, speed, and resilience. First, there has to be organizational agility, capacity to gather and disseminate information about the change in the environment and respond to that information quickly and accurately. Agility is always having the right mindset and that right tool, the processes to respond quickly to changing needs. Secondly, the speed. Speed of recognizing environmental changes that can be an opportunity or a threat. Speed of decision-making of the right course of action and speed of execution. Thirdly, the resilience. This is the ability to bounce back after crisis, the ability to absorb shock, and readiness to develop capability to face future challenges. Admis Consultancy research report that was conducted after COVID-19 Global Expert Foresight session highlights the tremendous gap in business and government's body ability to deal with significant change. Ability to adjust to change and change resilience were the key shortcoming highlighted by the experts from the field of diplomacy, trade, business, and foreign affairs. Experts further analyzed that this gap occurs due to several interconnected aspects. First, lack of change management and resilience to change skills that are now so vividly witnessed in the fields such as EU subsidiaries, and a large number of funds remain unclaimed. In many ways, ADMIS serves as the bridge between government funding and business growth, supporting within individualized execution plans aligned with the Green Deal agenda. The second gap in the report talks about a static and hierarchical decision-making model within organization and government institutions. We are witnessing agile development within fintech, govtech, and our previous speaker talking about edtech, and digitalization programs across all in-country sectors. Agile and lean digitalization requires robust governance model and decision-making expertise within the governing body. The third one, however, the most significant and most complicated one to deliver, remains about interconnected dependency between success of change execution and social acceptance. Social perception management as the third success criteria, which holds an equal amount of importance according to the latest research in the field of social psychology. Lack of social acceptance of parliamentary outcomes would potentially lead to an increased adverse public reaction and social political instability. Transparency and consistent communication on the progress of political commitments will lead to increased public involvement and interest. Therefore, may potentially lead to positive social bias if public's expectations are met. What makes a change significant is the fact that it can be implemented in isolation. It is a sequence of codependent events that must follow all levels of social structure. It starts from the change with the global geopolitical situation and discussions that we're having today. It then be implemented in a smaller programs with each in-country economic sector that will eventually impact businesses and finally individual households. So therefore, every social level holds that amount of responsibility within the success of this kind of change. And only well-governed, agile, but most importantly, socially responsible strategy can ensure this program's success. COVID-19 pandemic has exposed the weaknesses in our capabilities and lack of our preparedness to overcome challenges like this. Hence, there is an essential requirement to frame change management strategy that is functionally effective and socially responsible. So how can we take lessons that pandemic taught us, significant change and agile change, and utilize it in order to deliver another significant change, such as Green Deal Recovery Plan for 2050? Green Deal 2050 agenda brings challenges to all aspects of significant change. Challenges in global arena, challenges inside the countries, challenges in each sector, but most importantly, challenge around social acceptance and change in a mindset. Not only it touches every single EU country, but it will impact relationships with member states asking to achieve climate neutrality law, implementation of carbon border adjustment taxes, an EU industrial strategy that will lead to radical restructuring and change within foreign affairs and trading agreements. Changes to EU Green Deal gas emission targets will have an impact to every single in-country economy sectors, asking for reforms in transport and mobility, food and agriculture, electricity, heating sectors, as well as environmental protection sector, leading towards modernization, digitalization, and more agile and eco-friendly economic models. However, in order for significant change as this to be delivered, the final criteria of social perception management remains critical to its success. How can we provide the change when dependency of success lies within social acceptance of that vision of the future? It is highlighting again the importance of social perception management as part of the socially responsible strategy.